myself in the friend zone. You would think I'm in love with Jennifer Aniston, how I keep putting my friends on. I get up on a daily grind hard, cause I only got me.
He knows his shit, this guy, bro.
Oh, that's a bar.
That's a bar.
Just fucking up the light bill now, cause boy, we been on.
Fucking up the light bills,
Cause we been on.
I had roaches and rats. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Making this cheese cannot be this easy. It must be a catch. I'm spinning and making it back. So maybe it's balancing that. Are you?
Oh my god, what did I just say about him knowing how to move?
Bro, I'll put my money on Nasty C over almost any American rapper.
Big facts. Big facts.
No cap.
Nasty C, aka Nzike Size. David Jr. Onkobo was born in Deep Clove, Johannesburg's largest township, on February 11, 1997. He spent the majority of his childhood in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, with his family. He had a poverty-stricken upbringing, which is pretty typical for most children who grew up in most parts of Africa. He paints the picture of his rough childhood in a few of his songs, none of which hit harder than his 2017 track You OK, where he pours his heart out to his fans and gives an emotional message to his deceased mother, who passed away in a fatal car accident when he was only 11 months old. After his mother died, Nasty C was raised by his father, David Moviyo Onkobo. Nasty C grew a passion for hip-hop at the age of 9 years old, thanks in part to some role models like Sakede, Eminem and his older brother, who is also a producer and artist. Sayabonga Onkobo, Nasty C's older brother, is the musician who taught him the fundamentals of music production when he was 9 years old. He would practice his new passion every chance he got at home, in his neighborhood, even at school at times, even putting off his studying to work on his craft. David's father, a human resources manager, was first against his son's rap obsession as a child, but is now one of his strongest supporters. During some of his gigs, he has been seen singing along to Nasty C's tunes. While most kids his age were outdoors riding their bikes, Nasty C was in the studio with his elder brother and friends recording songs, something he has done since he was 9 years old. Before graduating from high school, Nasty C dropped his first mixtape, One Kid, 8,000 Coffins, at the young age of 14 years old. His smash song Juice Back was featured on his second mixtape Prize City. The song was instrumental in putting him on the map. The Juice Back remix included Casper Nyvest and Nigerian singer Davido, exposing Nasty C to a wider audience. Although his mixtapes gave him well-needed continental exposure, it was his critically acclaimed debut album, Bad Hair, that expedited his path into stardom. Thanks to dope tracks like Hell No and Faces, Bad Hair reached #1 on the iTunes local charts and was the most streamed album in South Africa within its 24 hours. Hell No, the lead song from his debut studio album Bad Hair, won him a slew of honors, including Song of the Year at the Metro FM Awards in 2016. He also took home the awards for Best Hip Hop Album and Best Male Album. Strings and Bling, Nasty C's follow-up album, was also a hit. It was deemed one of the year's top hip-hop releases. He dropped songs like Jungle and King featuring American rapper A$AP Ferg, which helped him market himself to the American audience. Nasty C appears to have no intention of slowing down in his quest to become one of the game's best young rappers. His brilliance has gotten him so many accomplishments, and at such a young age, he's already outperformed many of those who came before him in the profession.
I could spank Eminem. The reason why I say this is because Eminem, recent Eminem, is not really relatable.
Respect, though. I came up to you to greet you. I could be a fan. I could just
Doesn't
be a stranger. Just greet me like a normal person. They hit me up for a feature. I was just like, nah.
Whoa.
I told him, I said no. I said make sure you specify. Tell him it's not that I don't like the song or what. Just tell him no. He does not want to do it.
First off, I would like to start off by saying I don't agree with Nasty C's statement on Eminem. I think at this point in his career he should be smart enough to avoid making statements like that. statements that could jeopardize his growth as an artist by limiting his fan base. Whether if he believes he is better or not, it's never wise to disrespect a legend. As for the Sakede situation, I understand his point of view. He was speaking from the perspective of a hard fan. Plus size, he didn't say anything disrespectful to Sakede.
I'm being honest right now, like 100%. But for all these years, I was kind of just like, nah. Anyone who ever, treated me like I was nothing, which is something you're not supposed to do to anybody. This wasn't just like a personal thing. I just kind of felt like, people shouldn't act like that. Just because you're in a higher, better position, that doesn't mean that when a young person that you inspire and that looks up to you, that's also on his grind, comes up to you and tries to show you love and greet you, that doesn't mean you should snub them. You're no better than anybody else in reality, because we're all human beings, man.
Honestly, none of us were there, so none of us can definitively say what happened. But based on the fact that I didn't hear Sakede deny this, it's leading me to believe that what Nasty C is saying is true. And if it is true, Nasty C is by no means in the wrong. After listening to his so-called diss song, I've realized that it is not a diss track, but rather a masterpiece with his true and raw emotions pouring out. When you are free, you should check it out. During the first minute of the song, he said, "When I first met Sakode, he wouldn't shake my hand. Cool, I'm not too proud to say I'm still a fan, but I held a grudge and told myself to wait till I'm the man. I never give that man a verse, and boy, did I stick to my plan. 2 requests over the years and I declined them both. I just made up some dumb excuse like, I'm in album mode." Then he would go on to say that he was just a disappointed fan. Not too many artists are able to be vulnerable and honest in a situation like this, especially after getting shunned on by their childhood role model. Nasty C is obviously a very talented and versatile artist. Anybody that thinks otherwise either doesn't like him personally or just doesn't appreciate hip-hop. His lyrical ability is phenomenal. His delivery is immaculate. And he can also switch his flow to match the modern-day harmonizing rap style. Yes, he makes some silly comments at times, but so do most people who have fame at a young age. Ultimately, I think Nasty C has the potential to do something even more amazing with his career. To go somewhere no non-American rapper has gone. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for consistent news and entertainment pertaining to the diaspora. Forever one love, family.